Hi everyone and welcome to this full body bar introductory workout. This session is going to tell you everything you need to know about how we work out in a bar class. We use a pair of light hand weights in this session, and they could range from anything from half a kilo up to probably 2.5 kilos. You will see that I'm using a pair of 2 kilo dumbbells in this class, and it definitely feels like a good level of challenge for this session. As I said, this is a brilliant introductory session to the rest of the bar classes that you can expect throughout this series. So I hope that you really enjoy it, and any questions you have, please pop them in the comments section and I will get back to you. We are going to get started with a warm-up. Let's take your feet to what is your second position, a position that you will come across a lot in these bar sessions. Two key things to remember: your feet should be much wider than shoulder width apart, and you're turned out through the legs here. So from the hips, we find the turnout, knees and toes are on the diagonal. You might feel that a little bit less of a turnout feels good for you, or even a little bit more of a turnout. So try and wiggle around in the position a little bit and find what angle feels good for you. We are going to take both arms out in line with your shoulders, palms are facing down. We bend through the knees. As you do that, think about pressing the knees out wide and sending your bum straight down towards the floor. Then we come straight back up. So we're going to lower it down, and then we lift straight back up. We lower and lift. This is what's known as a plie, and a movement that we will come back to time and time again throughout this series. So you will get very, very acquainted with your plie, particularly in a wide second position. Let's start to let the arms relax down as you come through the middle, then reach back up. So we inhale down, exhale to lift, inhale lower. Exhale, lift. Nice and floaty with the arms here, just as much as you can. Your plie should feel very different to a squat and look very different. If you were thinking about coming down in the same sort of way that you would come down for a squat, you'd be sticking your bum back and letting your chest come forwards. But we want to see if we can keep shoulders over the line of your hips as much as we can, and we send the bum straight towards the floor, come straight back up. You might notice that my pelvis position looks pretty neutral here. So that means I'm not letting it tilt forwards as I come down, and I'm equally not over tucking through the pelvis. A neutral position for your pelvis is something that we will keep coming back to. We are going to go 2 more times. And then last one, coming all the way up. You're going to let your arms relax down. Take your feet to a parallel position. So toes, knees, front of the thighs, everything is facing forwards. We're going to drop over towards your left side. Push your bum back. Come all the way back up. Take it to your right. We lower and lift. We're going to breathe in as you come down and exhale as you lift back up. So you'll find that we'll generally try and always exhale on the work. So we're not necessarily focused on gauging through the glute as you lower, but we definitely are as you push back up. So you're going to press through the heels, squeeze the glute to reset through the middle. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Just go for 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Hold it through the center. We're sweeping both arms to the ceiling. Deep breath in, really reach up as much as you can. And then you're going to exhale to come down through a forward fold and let yourself come in as close towards your thighs as you can. If you're really tight in the hamstrings, it might feel better for you to take the feet out a little bit wider. We're going to give your neck and head a little shake off, so nice and relaxed through your neck. Holding it here, we're going to gently push your hips side to side, and as you do that, you should feel a stretch come down through the back of your legs, so into your hamstrings. We're just going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips come back through the center. Let's walk your feet in a little bit closer, maybe coming right underneath the line of your shoulders. Take a deep bend through your knees, and we're unfolding all the way up to standing, letting your chin come up last and relaxing your shoulders back and down. And you're just going to give your legs a little shake off. Okay, we are ready to get started. Let's grab your hand weights, wine bottles, water bottles, whatever you have, or you're very welcome to follow along with body weight only. Okay, we're going to find that second position again. So like we said to start off with, much wider than shoulder width apart, and we are turning out from your hips here, knees and toes are on the diagonal. We're also going to find the second position with your arms. So we're up in line with your shoulders, palms are facing forwards, and there's a little rounding through the arms here as if you were going to give someone a big bear hug. Okay, so we're just slightly in front of the shoulders, nice and round through the arms. These weights are feeling heavy already. From here, we're going to lower down to a first position, which is just out in front of your tummy button, and we come back out to second. Let's inhale to first, exhale second, breathe in lower, exhale lift, bring it down. It is going to be so tempting to lift your shoulders up towards your ears to help you bring your hands out wide there. See if we can keep the length through your neck without forcing your shoulders down. We definitely want to keep some nice mobility through your shoulders here, but we just want to be careful of tension through the neck and up into your jaw. We are going to go 4 more. We're holding it out in 3. If you're working with weights, they're going to be feeling pretty heavy already. Last one, you're all the way out to the side. From here, it's a little lift, tiny press. So we've gone full range of movement into end range pulses with the muscles engaged, which means a lot of work is happening, a lot of burning is starting to happen, and that is exactly the format of a bar sequence. Okay, so full range into end range pulses. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your arms down, nice big shrug up towards your ears, and then release down. We're taking both hands out, back in line with your shoulders. This time, it's palms down. We're going to cross both weights in front, and then come back out wide. Cross in front, come back out wide. Pull it forwards, exhale out. Inhale, bring it in. Let's go for 4. We're going to end range move in 3, 2. This time it's a little bend stretch. Arms are wide. Tiny bend and lengthen. That bend is so small you can barely see it, but you will definitely feel it. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Shrug up and then lower. We're going to keep going, isolating the work into your upper body. If you find standing in this position feels uncomfortable or a little bit awkward, feel free just to bring your feet into parallel, sit them right underneath the line of your hips, okay? But if you feel comfortable enough in your second position, we're going to hold it here. Let's take elbows out in line with your shoulders. Palms are facing forwards, and you have a 90-degree bend at your elbows. Deep breath in. Exhale, push up overhead. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Good job. Squeeze up and down. And again, here it's really important to let your shoulders move through their range of movement as well. So try not to think about pulling the shoulders down as you press up. We want to naturally let them lift a little bit. But again, it's just about reducing the amount that you're bringing tension into them, which carries into your neck and into your jaw as well. So as much as you can with your breathing, see if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. That should help you relax your jaw. We are going to go 4 more times. 3, well done. 2, and last one. This time elbows come all the way in. Breathe it in here. Exhale, extend out in line with your shoulders. Breathe in, bring it back. Exhale out. Breathe in, bring it back. We reach. Palms are facing the ceiling. We're going to go for 4. Little pulses up in 3, 2, and last one. You're all the way out. Tiny presses, keeping the length through the arms as much as you can. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come all the way in. Nice big shrug up and lower. We're going to sit the weights down now and repeat the same sequence that we just did, but we're going to layer in some lower body work as well. Okay, so weights are gone. Let's find your second position again. Remember, much wider than shoulder width apart. Turn out from the hips, knees and toes on the diagonal. We're still going to keep your arms out at second. So if you were working with weights in that first round, don't be surprised if you still feel quite a lot of work into your arms into the second round. As we take your arms down to first, we're going to take a nice deep bend through the knees, and then we open all the way out. So we're going to inhale down, exhale, lift. And again, see if you can be really intentional about breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and really try and relax your jaw on that exhale. Breathe in lower. Exhale, lift. We're back to floaty arms without your weights. Already I can feel a little bit of work coming into the shoulders, definitely some heat coming back from that first round. We're going to go for 4. Hold low in 3. Go for 2. And last one, we're going to hold it here. Take both arms back out to second. Tiny presses down through the legs. So we've gone full range of movement now into end range pulses. And we're going to take arms up at the same time. So you'll find we do this a lot, where we combine upper body and lower body movements, working through full range and then into end range movements. We're going to go 8, 7, 6. We're going to hold low in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just make your hands into fists, palms down towards the floor. We're going to stand tall, cross over through the front, bring it back out wide. Stand tall and cross. Lower. We lift and down. Exhale to lift up. Inhale to lower. So exhaling on the work. So let's squeeze the glutes as you come up. Remember, with your plie, it's very different to a squat. Knees are going wide. Shoulders are staying stacked over your hips. Try not to lose your bum back behind you. If you find you don't really know what position you're in, it's super helpful to do this in front of a mirror, particularly if you can see a mirror at the side and you can see which direction your bum is going in. Let's come down for 4. We're holding for bend stretch 3, 2, last one, ready, nice and low through the legs. Little pulses here, bend, stretch the arms, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to stay where we are. Bend through the elbows, palms face forwards. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, push up overhead. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, press. Inhale, bring it back. So we're looking for that 90-degree bend through the elbow at the side, letting the shoulders naturally lift a little bit as you reach the arms up overhead. You should be starting to feel some heat into your thighs, particularly coming into your inner thighs here. Let's go for 4. We're going to hold out for pulses 3, for 2, ready, last one. Elbows are wide. Tiny presses down through the legs. Just nudge your hands up a little bit higher. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the elbows all the way in. We're going to stand tall, reach it out. Breathe in, pull in. Exhale, reach out. Breathe in, pull it in. We reach and lower. We're going to go 4 more times like this, and we stay low. Repeat the arm movement in 2, and last one. So let's come all the way back down, just the arms. We reach out, bring it back, reach. You have the option to add a little heel lift here. So exhale, reach and lift. Inhale, bring it back, squeeze out, and in. Go for 4, hold it out in 3, 2, last one. Arms are out, heels are up. We press down through the legs, lift the arms up. Try and keep them as straight as you can. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come all the way in. Bring your legs together, give them a little shake off. Nice big shrug up towards your ears, and then lower it down. Okay, well done guys. We're going to come into just a lower body focus now. So I'm going to turn side on to show you this one, but feel free to stay facing your screen or whatever you're working from here. We're going to take your feet to a parallel position, and they are right underneath the line of your hips. We step your right foot forwards and your left foot back. And you've got a nice long stance here, okay? So we're coming into some split squats or static lunges. So we want to keep the length through the legs, and you want to make sure that you're not crossing one leg right back behind the other, okay? So nice bit of space between the legs. Let's just take both hands down in front. Bring your shoulder blades back and down so you feel open across your chest. We're gonna take a deep bend through both knees, drop down through a lunge, and then come all the way back up. Breathe in lower. Exhale, lift. Okay, so we're going full range of movement to start off with. If you do not like a lunge, trust me, you're not alone. We do go through quite a lot of lunge sequences in our bar classes, but I have just a few tweaks that are going to help them feel so much stronger, and you may just learn to love a lunge sequence. I can't make any promises. But first things first, you're nice and long in your stance. You're sending your weight straight towards the floor, straight back up. You're not pushing forwards over that front leg. We want to find a 90-degree bend through your front knee and your back knee at the bottom of your lunge. So if you were to push your weight forwards, see how those angles are completely off. Whereas if we send our weight straight to the floor, 90 degree through both knees. So that is what we're aiming for. And again, if you can do this in front of a mirror, you will notice where your form is just slightly off. The other thing that can help is a little hinge forwards from the line of the hips. Keeping the chest pressing slightly forwards will help you find more work in your front leg. Okay, so in your lunges, I want you squeezing the glute of your front leg to come out of the lunge. We don't want to bring work into your back leg, it's there to support you. So if you are feeling work, particularly into the front of that thigh or maybe pressure down to your knee, definitely take that hinge forwards, see if it helps you find work in your front leg. We're going to hold it low in 3, go for 2, and last one, hold it here. If you didn't bring your chest forwards before, we're all going to bring our chest forwards now. Let's take that back foot, you're going to tap it in, and tap it back out. Tap it in and out. We want 95% of your weight through your front leg here, so your right leg. Tapping a nice light left leg back and in. Let's go for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Hold it to the back, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze the glute of your left leg, lift up. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, tap. We come up and lower. You're going to lift for 4. We're going to pulse the back leg up in 3. You should have a lot of work coming into the glute of your standing leg. Last one, hold it here. Tiny pulses. Notice how my back leg is completely straight. I would rather you prioritize being able to straighten your leg and keep it low than lifting really high and bending the leg. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself all the way in and give yourself a good little walk off, a little pat on that right hand side. Okay, exactly the same thing again, this time it's left foot in front. So feet are hip width apart. Let's bring your right leg back, and remember we want that stance to be nice and long. Take both hands to the chest in front. Breathe in, bend through the knees. Exhale, come back up. Breathe in, lower. Exhale, lift. So straight away, let's take your focus to the glute of your front leg. Be intentional about squeezing into it to lift yourself up and out of your lunge. Even just knowing where you want to feel the work sometimes really helps movements feel better in terms of alignment, but also so much stronger. Remember, if you're feeling too much work into your back leg, we can take that hinge forwards, and that should make it feel so much more intense into your front leg. Keep sending your weight straight to the floor, straight back up. Even with that hinge forwards, don't then be tempted to push your weight forwards. Go straight down and lift. Keep it going, guys. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We're gonna go for 5 more. Hold low in 4. Go for 3, 2, last one. We're holding low. 95% of your weight through that front leg. Let's step back leg in, tap her back out, bring her in, and tap. Bum stays back and down the whole time. Notice how I'm pretty much still through my left leg. So I'm not bobbing up and down as I move my right leg. I'm trying to stay low and controlled and still. Let's go for 5. We're gonna lift in 4, 3, 2, last one. Back leg is going to come up. Breathe in here. Exhale, squeeze the glute of the right side, lift the leg. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Remember, we are not worried about height here. I would much rather that back leg is straight and you can be intentional about squeezing into the glute to lift up. Let's go for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Little pulses, hold it at the top. Tiny press, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, well done. Come all the way in. Give yourself a little shake off, pat on that left side. Let's scoot over to a chair or a wall. We're gonna cross left leg over your right thigh. Sit your bum right back and down here. You should feel a really nice stretch into your glute. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale. See if there's space to sit just a little bit lower. And then coming all the way up. Let's swap it onto the other side. Sit your bum right back and down. Feel a nice stretch into the glute of your top leg. Well done, guys. That is the end of the first session of this 7-day beginner's bar challenge. So a real introduction into some key positions and movements like wide second, pliés and lunges. A great introduction into some upper body work as well. Finding that we move through those full range movements followed by end range movements. Huge well done. I can't wait to take you through tomorrow's core session. It is a total game changer learning this technique in increasing your core strength and endurance. So I will see you tomorrow morning.